والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد باب النفخ في السور الفصل الأول عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم ما بين النفختين 40 قالوا يا أبا هريرة 40 يوما قال أبيت قالوا 40 شهرا قال أبيت قالوا 40 سنة قال أبيت ثم ينزل الله من السماء ماء فينبتون كما ينبت البخل قال وليس من الإنسان شيء لا يبلى إلا عظما واحدا وهو أجب الذنب ومنه يركب الخلق يوم القيامة متفق عليه وفي رواية لمسلم قال كل ابن آدم يأكله التراب إلا عجب الذنب منه خلق وفيه يركب أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. New chapter, and it is about blowing trumpet. When the doomsday will come, everything will be destroyed by sur and by blowing of trumpet. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will want to revive His creation, again trumpet will be blown and they will be revived. So this chapter is about it. The first hadith sharif, first riwayat narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Very interesting hadith sharif. Like last night we were talking, that you go through riwayats after riwayat, you will find majority of them narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He had small time to be into the company of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, but he made the most of it. He made the maximum. He joined Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam and then he never left. That's why every now and again we will come to go through riwayat of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. This riwayat also narrated by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu said that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that between the two trumpets there will be 40. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrating from Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said between the two trumpets there will be 40. So students of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, to whomsoever he was narrating this riwayat, they requested that, O Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, 40 yawman, you are saying 40, you mean 40 days? Qala abaytu. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, no comment. In our term, he said no comment. He didn't respond. He said, I cannot say that. I cannot comment on that. Or I don't know. When they asked 40 days, so Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu responded that I cannot tell you. They said 40 shahran, 40 months. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu again responded by saying abaytu, that I don't know. I cannot tell you. قالوا 40 sanatan. They asked that, O Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala, between the two trumpets will there be 40 years? Qala abaytu. Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala did not say anything again. And then he went on mentioning further riwayat. He said, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, ثُمَّ يَنْزِلُ اللَّهُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مَاءً فَيَنْبُتُونَ كَمَا يَنْبُتُ الْبَخْلُ. After the second trumpet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will send water from the heavens, and creation will start growing the way vegetations grow. قال وليس من الإنسان شيء لا يبلى إلا عظما واحدا. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that when it comes to human being, when human being becomes buried into the grave, it is the norms of every human being that everything from the human's body turns into ashes, becomes perish. It becomes nil, nothing, except one bone. Everything from human's body becomes ash, becomes perish, becomes destroyed, becomes finished, except one bone. وَهُوَ عَجِبُ الذَّنْبِ. And that bone has been named into this riwayat that it is عَجِبُ الذَّنْبِ. Into our spinal cord, that piece of bone, they have called it as a seed of human body. As a seed of human body. So that remains intact. Nothing happens to it. And it is said, وَمِنْهُ يُرَكَّبُ الْخَلْقُ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ مُتَّفَقٌ عَلَيْهِ. And from that same seed of human, from that same bone, from same ajbu dham, humans will be recreated again on the day of Qiyamah, on the day of judgment. This hadith sharif is being narrated by Bukhari Sharif and Muslim Sharif. Into the Muslim Sharif, it is being said that every human being, a clay eats his body. Every human's body becomes eaten by clay. When human goes into the grave, turns into ashes, everything becomes perish. Illa ajba dham. Except that bone which comes into the spinal cord and which is known as the seed of human being, that remains intact. Minhu khuliqa wa fihi yurakkabu. Human is being created from this bone, from the seed of human's body, and from it will be recreated again on the day of judgment. So that is into the second riwayat. According to this second statement, some of the riwayat suggested that Anbiya alayhi salatu wassalam and Shuhada, their body does not become eaten by clay. And some of the riwayat has mentioned that person who gives azan, his body also will not be eaten by the clay on the day of judgment. Muazzin, Shaheed and Nabi. Muazzin, Shaheed and Nabi, they have been counted from those that turab and clay and mud cannot eat their bodies. So that is the second riwayat. The first riwayat, ulama said that Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu narrated one of the two. That he narrated as he heard from Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't make it clear in this riwayat that 40, whether it will be 40 days or 40 months or 40 years. When it was not made it clear by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu kept as it is. And it is being mentioned in one of the riwayat where Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had mentioned that it will be 40 years. It will be 40 years. So if Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam kept something mujmal means not clarifying 40 days or 40 months or 40 years, Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu also kept as it is. And second explanation, that maybe this part that Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam may have mentioned 40 years, but Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu forgot. So he forgot to be at the safe side. He didn't connect it to Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That was the honesty of Sahaba ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in. That in any posture Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was talking, they had narrated. If Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was upset and said something, they narrated. If Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam happy and said something, they narrated. Whatever and however Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam had said, that is how Sahaba used to narrate. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala, according to ulama, that he kept it without purifying because it was narrated as it is. And maybe the second possibility that Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala forgot. But here, it is being talked about two trumpets will be blown. And every day we are nearing to the day of Qiyamat. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam made it clear as soon as he was given the prophethood. He said, "Bu'ithtu ana was-sa'atu kahatayn." Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, myself and Qiyamah has been sent like that. We are so near to one another. 14 centuries has passed. Nearness was explained by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam as soon as he was given the prophethood and he was made mab'uth. And now, world is changing rapidly. Signs of the doomsday are appearing. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we always want to make one dua that Allah keep us connected to the narrative of Quran and Sunnah. If we will remain connected to the narrative of Quran and Sunnah, then we will know that which station we are facing, what is ahead of us. Ultimately, where we are going to go. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that focus, that consciousness, and that preparation, and that ihtisab. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam had made two conditions, imanan wa ihtisaban, that you focusing and you have firm faith, firm conviction. Whatever has been said by Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we believe into it first and we believe into it last. We believe in nothing else besides that. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us that iman. And then you look forward to it. You are expecting, you are anticipating, you are awaiting. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us these two qualities. Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, demanded these two qualities on every amal, on every expectation, on every anticipation, on every intention. You have firm conviction, and second, you expect very high. You expect very high. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq to prepare ourselves for the small and big Qiyamat. Person dies, that is small Qiyamat, and world will be destroyed, that is big Qiyamat. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya awwal al-awwalin, ya akhir al-akhirin, ya rahim al-masakin, ya dhal quwwati al-matin, ya dhal manni fala yumannu alayk, ya dhal tawb, ya dhal jalali wal ikram. لا إله إلا أنت زهر الللاجئين وجأر المستجيرين ومأمن الخائفين يا مأمن الخائفين إن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب أشقياء فامحو عنا اسم الشقاء وإن كنت كتبتنا عندك في الكتاب مقطرا علينا أرزاقنا فامحو تقطير رزقنا وحرمان رزقنا واكتبنا وأثبتنا عندك سعداء ووفقنا الخير فإنك تقول في كتابك يمحو الله ما يشاء ويثبت وعنده الكتاب. اللهم إنا نسألك فعل الخيرات وترك المنكرات وحب المساكين وأن تغفر لنا وترحمنا. فإذا أردت بقوم فتنة فتوفنا غير مفتونين، غير خزايا ولا ندام ولا مفتونين. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم متعنا بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا أبدا ما أبقيتنا. اللهم اجعله الوارث منا واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا على من عادانا ولا تسلط علينا من لا يرحمنا. اللهم اجعلنا صغيرا في أعيننا وكبيرا في أعين الناس. اللهم أرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه. اللهم ارزقنا حبك وحب حبيبك صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم علمنا الكتاب والتأويل. اللهم فقهنا في الدين واجعلنا من التوابين واجعلنا من المتطهرين المتطهرين واجعلنا من عبادك الصالحين واجعلنا من الذين لا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. اللهم علمنا الكتاب والتأويل. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمته.